to another episode of Better Than Ronald on Football Manager 2018, and we're going to get right into today's episode with the results of the games that we played offline since last episode. So we started off with an away game against West Bromwich Albion, who recently sacked their manager, and you could tell because they beat us quite handily 3-0. We were 15th before this match. Vlasic was handed his full debut for Everton in this match as well, but it was a game that West Brom dominated. You can tell by the stats at the bottom of the screen there, they just had our lives. They completely dominated us in the first half. I tried to change the tactics. I changed it 3 times throughout the match. None of the tactical changes worked, and we just succumbed to a very heavy, disappointing defeat. Then we played our final Europa League group game against Lazio to decide who was going to finish Group B top. No, that's the wrong way around for a sentence, isn't it? Who was going to finish top of Group B, and it was clearly Lazio with a 5-1 victory over us. Things started off so well with Idrissa Gueye. He got a goal from a free kick. I think Sandro took the free kick. Keane nodded it down, and Idrissa Gueye finished it. But then things just went to pot. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic with a brace, Adam Mariusic with a goal, and Ciro Immobile with 2 as well. Another game where we struggled to perform and struggled to really do anything when we got the ball. We had 10 shots, 5 on target, but didn't really do much. Then we faced Newcastle at Goodison Park, and I decided it was time for another tactical change, so I did a strikerless tactic. It was a 4-1-2-3 formation with Davy Klaassen playing as a shadow striker, and it seemed to work. So Ademola Lookman gave us the lead on the 14th minute. Dwight Gale then got the most fortunate of goals, which I'll show you in a second, in the 16th minute. Then Davy Klaassen, that's a completely different name for him. Davy Klaassen scored a brace in the second half to give us a 3-1 victory. So I've got 2 goals to show you from this game. This is the first. So Newcastle were just playing around with it at the back, along, searching ball forward. It looks like the danger's been clear, sorted out by Keane. Pickford's got it at the back. Plenty of time. Gale starts closing them down. Oh, what's that? Pickford? You just want to... Okay. Just kick it off, Gale. Whatever. Just a ridiculous goal to concede. Fortunately, it didn't lose us the game. And this is one of the goals that actually won us the game. From Davy Klaassen, and this is a top quality strike. You can even tell on the 2D mode how good this goal is. So the ball gets pumped forward to Vlasic, but it looks like the highlight might turn back Newcastle's way with Atsu. But Kenny gets in there with a great tackle. I think it just plays around the back of Newcastle's defence for a little while, so bear with. And Bemba launches it forward. It comes to Baines. Lookman gets it. He plays it to Besic, then to Klaassen, who turns, takes a touch, and then bang! Into the back of the net. That is a finish from Davy Klaassen. So this is probably definitely the best game that we played offline between last episode and this one. And things don't really go up from here. So the final match that we played offline was away to Crystal Palace. And it was a pretty even game in the first half. We played our strikeless tactic again. It didn't seem to be as good at working as it did in the Newcastle game. But it wasn't until the second half when Crystal Palace took the lead. Jason Punchin with the goal in the 64th minute. However, fortunately, I decided to take Barkley off and bring on Wayne Rooney, and he was the assist maker. A delightful little chip through ball through to Davy Klaassen, who equalised and got his 3rd goal in 2 games in the 79th minute. But it wasn't enough. We had a corner or a free kick, can't remember which. The ball fell to Crystal Palace. They launched a quick counter-attack. A ball played through to Christian Benteke, and he got his 10th goal of the season to give us a 2-1 defeat. And that leads us into today's episode. And just before starting to record for today's episode, I had a meeting with the board. The board were very disappointed with the result against Crystal Palace and were asking me why. And I said we were just unlucky. They obviously didn't believe me, and then I said, stupidly, because this was the only option that I could go with, see what happens in the next match and then decide if you want to keep me as manager. So I have one game to save my managerial career at Everton. It's against Huddersfield, who are 16th in the table. We are currently 14th in the table. We need to win. Simply need to win. This episode could have two matches in it. It could have the Huddersfield game and the Carabao Cup quarter-final, or it could have one match in and me packing up my stuff and saying goodbye to Goodison Park and Everton, and realising that despite the fact that I've got 6 points in my little scoreboard, 5 points more than... No, it's probably more than 5 points. No, it is, yeah. 5 points more than Ronald Koeman. Couldn't remember how many points he had. I will still not be better than Ronald because I wouldn't have lasted the same length of time. And indeed wouldn't have the same number of points because I would have to deduct some for the final position when I get sacked. I say when I get sacked as if that's going to happen. It's not definitely going to happen. We are going to win. We're going to win against Huddersfield. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Need those positive vibes. So a quick look at the injury table. And there's only 3 at the moment. Aaron Lennon's still a disappointing injury. We could really do with him in attacking right midfield. He's out for another 3 to 7 days, recovering from his groin strain. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is out for another 2 to 6 weeks with his torn hamstring. And Ramiro Funes Mori may not even get a chance to play for me. He is out for a further 2 to 4 months with his damaged knee cartilage injury. One player that is back though is Yannick Bolasie. He could make his first start for us in today's episode. Probably not in the match against Huddersfield because he's still lacking a match sharpness, but I'll put him on the bench, and if it looks like we're going to lose, I'll give him a run out because why not? So you can see in the league table, as I said, we are currently 14th, but a victory today could send us as high as 12th. That's disappointing. I thought we might be able to climb higher. But expectations, obviously, top half of the table, we're not that far away from it, but I do get why the board might want to sack me if we don't get a win today. So for today's game, I'm going back to a tried and tested formation which seemed to work for us a little bit earlier in the season and then stopped working. So I changed it, but I'm back at it again with this one. It's a 4-1-2-3 formation. Pickford in goal. John Joe Kenny at right back. Seamus Coleman has just come back from an injury, but he's not recovered fully yet from that, so won't be starting today. Keane and Williams in central defence. They've got quite a good partnership with Leighton Baines at left back. Garner in defensive midfield. He's solid there. Sigurdsson plays with Barkley in the centre of midfield. You'll notice Schneiderlin missing from the starting 11. He didn't perform well in a good run of a few games. I think it was 2 or 3 games where he didn't play well, so I decided to bring in Barkley to replace him. Lookman is attacking left midfield, and then Vlasic is attacking right midfield. He's replaced Morales, who was a regular there earlier in the season, but Vlasic, he's a youngster. We signed him for 8 million before I arrived, obviously, but he has something about him, and he's played quite well. So I'm all about the youth here at Everton. Hopefully they can propel me to keeping in my job. Sandro plays as the lone striker today as well, on a poacher, on attack. Control mentality. No team instructions. It's Huddersfield. We should beat them. I need to make one change to the bench because I said I would put Yannick Bolasie on there. So we'll take Tarashai off there. And this is it. One game to save our career at Everton. So this is a very important team talk. The most important team talk of the season so far. So passionately going to say, the media have been on your back for ages now. This is your chance to go out there and stick it to them by proving them wrong. And that seems to have motivated Sandro and John Joe Kenny. Can the assistant do anything else? No, he can't really. So it's all down to the players. Got 90 minutes to save our season. We do have a tunnel interview about a gap of 3 days since playing Crystal Palace. It's Christmas. There's lots of fixtures. Good momentum. Yes, love it. Don't care about Chris Lowe. Bye. So there's the teams coming out of the tunnel, and we are ready for this vital game at Goodison Park as we get the game underway, playing in our blue home kits. Huddersfield in the blue and white. I was going to say I'm assuming, but I know they are. And this could be an early chance. Huddersfield playing about with it at the back. Malone with it. Plays it forward to Sabiri. Now it's Mounier. I really thought that was going to be a chance for us, but it's looking like it's going to go towards Huddersfield. Sabiri with the ball. Now it's Moy. Forward to Mounier. Back to Billing, who's injured. Now it's Moy again. Huddersfield with some good build-up play. We can't seem to get close enough to them to tackle. Williams with the ball forward to Moy. Now it's Kachunga. It's Williams. Moy. Kachunga again. Chance for Huddersfield. It's Kachunga. And it's a great save from Pickford. Not the best of starts. Huddersfield on the front foot. Corner kick for them. Moy whips it in. Pickford comes and collects easily. Now we need to get on the front foot and actually do something. Ball cleared by Huddersfield. Williams gets it at the back. Now it's Baines to Barkley. Now Lookman. Could this be the start of an attack? Lookman. Excellent run from him. Through ball to Vlasic. Vlasic shoots and it's just wide. Great chance there. We really need to start taking those chances. Not being clinical enough at all this season. Corner kick. Sigurdsson to take it. Into the centre. Mounier heads it away. Garner on the edge of the box and it's over the bar. Garner with an excellent volley, but it was too high. I am feeling the pressure here. We're 1-0 down in a game that we need to win. It's 20 minutes gone. It's a pretty even game, to be fair, but we really need to start taking our chances. I'm tempted to go back to the strikerless tactic at half time if it's still 1-0 to Huddersfield, or if it's 2-0 or 3-0, just in case the game wants to trick me. I know you like playing mind games. Free kick, Baines. Towards Barkley. Is that a penalty? It is. Thank you. God, thank you. Now we need to score the penalty. And it's Leighton Baines to take it. Come on. Building up tension here. Baines steps up and he scores. 1-1. Smashed into the left side of the goal. His second goal of the season. And Leighton Baines gets us back into this one. Not much to see from a replay. Simple penalty. So it's half time, and thanks to that penalty, we are level 1-1. So we'll do our team talk. And I'll certainly say we can still win this. Keep working hard and it will come. It seems to have delighted Lookman and Williams, which is something, I guess. We'll end the team talk there. The assistant didn't have anything extra to say. Go into our tactics, and I am going to do our strikerless tactic. Sandro is our worst performing player today, so he's going to get subbed off for Davy Klaassen, who can come on to play as shadow striker. There we go. Let's see how this works. Please work. At points during the offline games, I did feel like I'd run out of ideas when none of my tactics were working. And then this strikerless one came along and seemed to work well in one game. So I just needed to work well in this game as well, please. So it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. So we're going to make another sub. Rooney is going to come on for Barkley. But Rooney's not playing as a Metzala. No way. He's playing as an advanced playmaker on support. We're in the final 5 minutes, and I'm not sure how a draw is going to go, especially a draw against Huddersfield. I don't really know what to do at this point. I'm tempted to move Rooney up front. That won't really work with the shadow striker of Klaassen. Unless we... If Klaassen's a shadow striker and Rooney in attacking centre midfield as well on support. And then... This is a bit over the top, this formation. Stick it to attacking. This is all or nothing. And considering I don't know what a draw is going to do for my position as manager, it's a bit risky. But probably nothing will happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're into stoppage time, about 30 seconds left. Could this be a chance? Garner with the ball. Finds Rooney. Through ball. It's Davy Klaassen. Oh, he's missed it. I would have put my house on him scoring there. But there's the full-time whistle. It's ended. Everton 1. Huddersfield 1. And to be honest, we're very fortunate to have gotten a draw from that. That penalty in the first half was a godsend. Didn't really do much other than that. And certainly I'm going to say it wasn't good enough. And I don't know what news item I'm going to come to. I honestly feel like this could be it. And it is. After a ridiculously short length of time in charge of Everton, it's the 16th of December 2017. No more than 6 months, 5 or 6 months after I started as Everton manager, and we have been sacked. There's the news item. Dismissed because of our poor league position. Actually, it says failure to win the last match. Didn't realise that. Well, I did kind of guess that it was a necessity that we had to win. Well, that's annoying. Okay, well, that means there's no Chelsea Carabao Cup quarter-final match to look forward to in this episode. That's pretty much it for this episode. But on the plus side, that means that a new series will be starting soon on the channel. So I'm not going to continue in this game world, as that was never really the plan. The plan was just to stay with Everton for a short length of time and then start a new series with a lower league club and try and stay with them, which I don't know how I'm going to manage. Try and stay with them and get them up the league as quickly as possible. So keep an eye out for a brand new series coming soon on my channel, hopefully in the next week. But that is it for this episode, and that is it for this series. Better Than Ronald is over. I guess I best work out the points total. So with being sacked by Everton, with them in 14th position, that means that we lose 4 points. That's minus 4 points, but somehow we still managed to be better than Ronald using my points system. So we end on 2 points. Ronald obviously had 1 point, which just goes to show how bad of a job he must have done at Everton for him to be worse than me. But really, he probably wasn't worse than me because he lasted longer than me. But I won more cup games. That's pretty much the crux of that. So like I said, that's it for Better Than Ronald. I hope you've enjoyed the series. It's been quite a short one. I think it's one of my shorter ones. But we will be back very, very soon with a new series. So if you did enjoy this series as a whole, please hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out. Let me know how much of an awful manager I am in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.